Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the Rumble at the Rock feature battle of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Strike League Lightweight Division. And it's brought to you by the A-Rock Hotel, Northwest Austin. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the Bud Light blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, his official weight 158 pounds. He is a kickboxer making his professional debut here tonight. He represents Ponce MMA, fighting out of the RGV, Mission, Texas, Aaron, the Hitman Cortez.
Well, you heard it there. Aaron the Hitman Cortez officially weighing in at 158 for a 155 bout. So.
He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight 154 3/4 pounds. He is a freestyle wrestler with a pro record of 2 victories, opposite a single defeat. He represents Ramadi MMA, Team Alpha Male, and the Audit Academy, fighting out of our state capital, Austin, Texas, Sean the Wild Man.
You didn't think he was wild before that. You don't know?
If you didn't know,
now you know.
Now you know.
What was his nickname again?
Wild Man. Just in case you missed it. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 of bout 7. Clements versus Cortez. Cortez making his professional debut. Let's see what Clements brings to the house for him.
Sean's super aggressive. A little surprising. He usually likes to be a little bit more patient.
Considering how his last fight went, going to decision, I don't think he wants the refs involved on this one.
I don't think he does. He's fighting like a man who doesn't. Again, lots of questions here.
Ooh, that was a big right that just missed.
He needs to set up that right if he wants to do it. I see what he's trying to do there.
You can see the boxing camp has helped him out quite a bit.
Training with Team Alpha Male, working continuously with the guys at the Audit Academy. They have a lot of great striking, coaches there. I would often see Czech Congo. He's in Bellator right now, ex-UFC fighter over there, training his hands. It's gonna, again, I'm interested to see the developments of Sean Clements' hands. That's something he's wanted to really make better in his arsenal. And again, he's looking a lot better than I've ever seen him. He's launching in with that jab. Now he's measuring. Now he's trying to, make it his pace, make it a Sean Clements fight. And I see he's throwing that kick, and every time he's throwing that kick, Aaron just closing the distance.
Aaron already trying to catch that.
Going to the body. That's a smart decision, especially on a guy who didn't make weight. Get him tired even more.
Just a slip. Sean.
Look at the speed of Sean. Even when he fell down, just bounced right back up.
Like he had springs in his knees.
He might. He's trying to find that chin. He's just like, let me just touch a little chin.
Ooh, low blow from Clements to Cortez, but the ref's not stopping it. So Sean climbs in, jumps on and attacks. Hammer punches to the kidneys and up to the head.
Now you might want to see the ref call it at any moment at this point. These are like 37 unanswered punches. I get it. It's not doing much. He might be recovering, but
he's back on his feet. Cortez has found his way back to his feet.
Some refs may have called that. He's got a guillottine.
Yep, Sean trying to lock it in.
Oh,
another knee.
Hit it with another body shot. This ref needs to call this fight. This is not good.
Knee took him down.
It's like 1,000 million punches, ref.
Sean has not.
I guess he's giving this guy, though, every chance. I don't know what this guy's MO is. If this guy's used to taking punishment like that, maybe he can hang in there.
Cortez hasn't thrown a punch in, what, 50 60 punches?
I mean, I may be exaggerating, but it may be closer to you go back and count it between 30 and 40 unanswered strikes, whether they landed all or not, or how powerful they were. besides the point. But if the ref has a better vantage point than us, then
Cortez was looking for
Good for him.
a low blow break there, a little
and Clements
rest.
was looking for that to be over, 20 punches ago. He may have punched himself out. Those knees haven't punched himself out.
No, they haven't. Elbows to the kidneys by Clements.
Jeez Louise, this is.
Oh, God, it's got to be just terribly punishing.
If he goes up there with like 2 or 3 more knees, and the ref doesn't stop it, like
Knee to the thigh, but mostly
it was blocked. Yeah.
Cortez
This is
found his way to
where
his
Sean
feet.
Clements likes to make some bread and butter, right against the cage.
Clements
pushing
shoving Cortez back to the cage.
Pushing you, making you tired. Again, this fight could have been over.
I am surprised, like you, that he didn't stop this fight.
Under certain states, with the way that they judge fights, that this would have been a 10-8 round. I don't think that Texas has adapted the new MMA laws, but it's really interesting that they did stop it and that it won't be a 10-8 round. It's for sure be a 10-9, but hopefully there's a ref out there that still gives it a 10-8 because that was a beating.
Yes, it was.
I'm impressed by Cortez coming back.
Big
but
knee.
The fight could have been over then.
There was a big knee that just hit to the kidney of Cortez. Cortez had to drop his elbow to protect that left kidney.
For sure hitting the rib, yeah. Could hit the liver if he wants to hard enough from that side. He's on the other side now, but
You can see the ring or the cage experience of Clements right now over the inexperience of Cortez.
at least in this position, right?
Right.
Like, not
exactly.
to say Aaron's never fought before, but at least in these positions, at least in the scrambles, at least in the transitions. Jeez Louise, man.
And that's the end of round one. Sean Clements in complete control of this one.
Now, I hope Sean's looks a little tired.
Yeah.
I hope he hasn't punched himself out, because if he can come out and do that again in the second round, the ref may have no option to stop it. I don't know why it wasn't stopped.
I agree.
And
with
it
you.
was, I guess the ref didn't also see that there was a low blow.
Yeah, possibly a low blow. It's hard to see from this angle. But Cortez seemed to think he got hit low, grabbed his.
Maybe he felt bad for him. He's like, I got to give you a low blow. I'll just keep you in the fight.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's so confusing.
But yeah, it was a great first round, regardless of whether it was a low blow or not. Cortez survived it, looking to come back here in the second round.
That's impressive. I don't know what's more impressive, that Sean was able to do what he did, or that Cortez was able to hang on like he was. And I don't know what's more shocking, that we didn't see the low blow as clean as we wanted to, or the ref kept the fight going. I don't know.
We'll see what the second round brings as it is getting underway. Ref calls for it. Sean coming out just not quite as aggressive, but still right in the face of Cortez. Sean's got a little swelling under his left eye. These guys did exchange a good number of punches in the beginning of the round.
Blitz exchanges.
Yeah.
You're not going to take a shot without getting wet, though.
Sean did a good job then, just kind of faded away from that right hand and
He's
tried
going
to
right
counter.
His defense for punches, his head movement's a lot better than it once upon a time was.
Well, in his corner is one of probably, well, he is one of the best amateur coaches that I know of here in the Central Texas region, and that boxing coaches. That'd be Joseph Suniga. So you see that the boxing classes have done a little work, or done a lot of help for Sean's hands. And now it's Cortez hitting Sean in the back of the head with some elbows.
And this is Sean going back to what Sean does well. This is what I was talking about. Him being able to grind his opponent. And him being able to dictate a lot of things from top control. I think he felt uncomfortable with what was going on, or he may be a little bit tired. He may just want to get to his position in his corner where he can hear his coaches and try to plan and plot on what to do next. He's not passing guard right now. He's got mean ground and pound, though. We've seen that in his amateur career.
Driving that elbow. Oh, there's another one. Clements a third elbow.
This is what he wants to do. This is his MO when he gets a chance to do it. Devastating ground and pound. and with somebody like him in his shape, he can go all night at this pace if you're not offering anything up to him offensively.
Let's go. Why not? Get the elbow. Use that to pass. Let it pass. Sit there. Yes, sir. Keep that much.
He just continues to. I like that move right there. He just kind of kept his forearm in one place and would just grind it as he moves, using it as like a fulcrum point. Just kind of. Now he's driving into the throat.
One of those elbows looks like it's cut under the left eye of Cortez. So we'll see if that starts affecting his vision.
Poking it right in that same area.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's not fun either at the same. Look at that, just kind of rubbing it in.
Driving that elbow, just you can see that it's now the forearm in the throat, restricting the breathing of Cortez. That'll definitely.
And now his coach is walking him through the positions that he needs to get him out of half guard.
They are in Clements' side of the octagon right now, so right in
his
the
coaches
ear.
are directly telling him, trying to hear what they're telling him. They want him. They're telling him to throw a lot of short shots.
Yep.
Probably more punches.
Tried to pin that arm with the knee. You saw that?
Trying to get him in a crucifix. It's really hard to do unless you're super stretchy. I don't know if that's a word. But unless you've got great flexibility from half guard, it's really hard to do because your other leg is still pinned.
Sean driving into the kidneys, elbows, short rabbit punches.
He's just trying to get points and cause damage at the same time, so maybe by the third round he can you throw the pepper on here, get it marinated, and you know, get that steak done by the third round.
A little dry rub.
A little dry
Texas
rub.
dry rub.
A little salt, a little pepper is what we call it here in Texas. And Cortez, I'm not sure. I mean, I'd imagine fatigue is setting in.
Oh, yeah. There's not a whole lot he's doing right now. He's just kind of.
It's hard to do something. In all fairness, though, it's hard to do something with somebody that relentless. Like I don't want Sean on top of me. You know, like I don't want that dude.
Oh, you can hear those kidney punches when you're sitting right here. It just sounds like like you're sounding. Is that watermelon right? Thump, thump.
Oh, you just hear that. Start knocking on it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing right now.
And Sean is continuing. This is for sure a Sean Clements round, but this is a Sean Clements fight in this round.
Let me tell you, the security guy over here next to you is getting us a Snapchat right now. He's getting a great shot.
Oh, you just heard a nice elbow on the top of Cortez's head.
Just under 5 seconds here as we get ready to end round two. Sean Clements taking it to the ground and punishing Cortez. Sean sucking wind, but he's still.
And in fairness, that's kind of what he needed to do in this fight. For somebody like Cortez, it's coming in, striking. He's you know, he's not fun to probably fight on you know, on the feet. I mean, he's his amateur career 2-0, but both of them were KOs.
Right.
This is somebody that wants you to stand with him so he can, you know, that's his strength. And in all fairness, Sean just took that away from him that whole round. So we'll see if he does something different, like if that was all a setup or something, or if he continues to do it until continues to, you know, fight a Sean Clements fight and grind him out and just. This is not a wet blanket. Like some people are like, oh, he's on top of him. He's not doing anything. He was landing.
He was punishing continuously the entire time. You can see that cut really.
It may not be aesthetically pleasing to somebody who doesn't know, but if you imagine one guy wants to hit you and the other guy's ready at taking you down and then hitting you when you're on your back, what are you gonna do?
Here it is, third and final round. They meet at the center ring. No glove touch. I did notice that. They just want to do business.
They're coming in here. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Sean attacking the body with that great hook.
He needs to be careful not to linger that left out though.
Yeah, keeps himself too exposed.
Because as soon as he did that, Cortez came with the counter. It looked like an uppercut of sorts, and luckily Sean just bounced right out.
You see Cortez, he's looking for that overhand right a little bit. He faded it just a little bit.
Yeah,
decided to pull it back.
Just dip his head right now.
I've got this 2-0 right now, all in favor of Sean. Unofficially,
I think
of
you
course.
have to. And again, that first round, depending on the athletic commission, I know not in Texas, they haven't adapted the rule set, but in some athletic commissions, that first round would have definitely been a 10-8 round. And Sean just, what he's doing is he's grinding his at one point he was grinding his head against Cortez's head. And at another point he was kind of grinding it into the sternum.
Right. Ooh.
Using it almost as its own weapon. Look at that, right into the neck, right to the sternum, then he rides back up and then comes up with the elbow. They're right in front of us right now.
Right on the nose, the bridge of the nose of Cortez.
I like what Sean's doing though. Again, just a lot of what was going on in the second round. Going to the body, going to the head, body, head. That's what he continuously keeps doing. Laying the head down, coming over top. Keeping the elbow right into the chin, right into the neck.
The nose starting to bleed with Cortez from that last elbow.
And it's little hits too, that even though they don't look powerful, they're adding up. And again, Sean's not even wanting to pass. He's just wanting to stay here and
he's being successful.
Being in a position he's really comfortable with. He's been here time and time and time again. He's really familiar with this position. He really, really likes it. And he's really, really good at it.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
There we go. Get your hands free. And let's let there we go. Posture, hips in. You ready to pass and now. There we
We're going to
go.
disappear real quick.
Okay.
People can see this fine.
That's fine. They don't need to see us.
Right in the air again. Snap.
They wanted to see your snazzy hat. Looks like it's switched.
I did. I had to so I could fit my headset on my head. It'll squash my pork pie.
Squashy like Sean Clements is
That's
squashing
right.
his opponent. That's not nice. But it's what's happening. I mean,
It is
it's
what's
kind of the
happening.
reality of the situation. He's literally on top of him. He's literally just smothering him with anything he can think of, set up. And it's extremely difficult for you to continuously land things like that.
Come on, Sean. We got a posture, buddy. Body head.
You can hear the
his fan
support.
base
Yeah,
right
you can hear the
behind
support.
us.
for Sean.
Imagine, it's like being on a treadmill. Look, imagine being on a treadmill, just on your hands and knees, continuously walking, throwing punt, throw 10 punches, walk a little bit more on your hands and knees, throw 10 punches, and do that continuously for 5 rounds. That's exactly what Sean's doing.
Sean has basically walked this guy around the octagon on his back. The entire perimeter.
It was dirty earlier. It's pretty clean now at this point. And again, it's not any,
You got it in the tank.
it's not any fault of Sean's that this is the way that the fight's going, but this is where he needed to get it to get this fight won. This is how I thought the fight was going to go in all actuality. Again, it's not aesthetically pleasing, but if you take 2 seconds to think about, oh yeah, if the striker wants to strike me, well, it's probably best if I do what I do best. And if you do something like this best, there's some people that will just stay in top control, and they will not do it. They'll just lay on top of you, and that's when the ref will break it up, like we've seen earlier tonight. Sean's not doing that.
I got
Sean's
you.
staying busy. I mean, I would like to see him pass the guard, but I don't think Sean even cares about his jiu-jitsu right now. He just wants to punish this guy. Talk about wild man.
Right, exactly.
And Cortez, I mean, again, what he needed to do before that clap, I didn't know how much time we had, but was try to explode out of here. But it's so hard when you have somebody that relentless on top of you.
That is it. Brings the fight to an end. 3 rounds in the books. And unless the judges absolutely see this completely backwards than what we did, I expect Sean Clements to walk out of here with the win. Blake, break it down,
That's
brother.
the only way I saw it, man. Even if you wanted to give the other dude a round, Cortez a round, like it's.
I don't know what
still,
round you give him, to be honest.
I'm just saying, even if you wanted to, and you can see Sean is
He's
sense of relief.
Yeah, he's gassed, but you could the body language. You could see that he feels good about it. He He's gassed physically.
And again, you're going to be gassed if you're doing that. Again, crawl,
Oh, yeah.
then throw 10 punches, and then crawl 5 paces and do that for 5 rounds. That's exactly what just happened.
But if you really want to break down the body language, Cortez is leaning against the cage, sucking wind right now, while Sean is walking around and celebrating and
I mean, we definitely know
shaking hands.
who won this fight, and that's the way strategically you approach this from a technician standpoint. That's how you need to fight somebody of the magnitude of somebody who's coming in and wants to knock your head off like Aaron Cortez. So big up for both of these guys, man. But shout outs for Sean for maybe able to do what we know him to do.
Yep. Well, here comes Jeff Houston with the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, let's give a round of applause to these 2 lightweight warriors. After completing the scheduled 3 rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at cageside. Belinda Medine, Richard Lord, and Anthony Townsend scored about 30-27, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Austin, Texas, Sean the Wildman Clements.
Hey.
Good fight, bro. I want to see you fight. You're fucking badass.